So yesterday I did my first playthrough of the new Hogwarts Legacy game live on stream, twitch.tv/the real Mr. J94. And I'm just here to talk to you guys about my experience a little bit. A couple of things that I noticed in the game, a couple of things that I really enjoyed about the game so far. We didn't do a long playthrough. We did a playthrough for about 2 hours, just starting off, kind of getting into it. But I can tell you, in my 2 hour experience of running the game last night, I'm having so much fun and it's very enjoyable so far. So we started off, of course, in the beginning of the game. You have to go through and you have to create your character. Now, one thing that I like is this game actually gives you a ton of options as far as creating and making your character individual. Everything from your brow size to your brow texture, the color of your brow to your eyes to your hair to your facial features, marks. They have tons of options. There's absolutely no reason any two characters should look alike, because if you actually go through and take the time to build your character, the sky's the limit of the options. Me personally, being that I have locks, I went through and I gave my character the locks. Now, most games, I will tell you, locks look terrible on created players. This game, I'm actually enjoying how the locks look. Now, one thing that they could improve on is actually movement in the hair, so the hair isn't as stiff. But at the end of the day, it is a video game, and as far as the options that I received, I liked it a lot. I think it's great. I definitely give it a 9 out of 10 as far as creating a player goes. Very beautiful, very high res, high detail. When you look at it, really, it honestly looks like you're looking at a real person. Now, after create a player, you're straight into the game. No pause, straight into the game. Um, which is another thing that I like, not kind of getting you off to a slow pace. It's kind of a fast starting pace. We want to get you in, get you through the tutorial, and teach you all the movements. I like that part. Um, and then just the scenes within you actually playing. If you actually take the time to watch the scenes and you don't skip them, they're beautiful. The graphics are great. Storyline so far has been good, and it's just been very enjoyable. Now, with the mechanics, as far as learning your spells, I like it. I think it's a very good idea. So basically, what you have to do is trace out the outline for that spell. You have to click a certain button in order to hit speed boost while the red smoke is chasing you. If you complete it beforehand, you learn the spell. If you don't, you lose. And then once you learn your first spell, they put you into these fight scenes with one of Harry's notorious controlled armor suits. Now, when you go in, it kind of outnumbers you a little bit, so it can be a little tedious, but it gets you into learning those movements and kind of remembering how to work it. After completing that, you go to school, of course. This is Hogwarts Legacy, so we take you to Hogwarts. And what you have to now go here, they give you the breakdown of the area, and now they continue to teach you more spells to learn how to further defend yourself against the coming things that are happening in the game. They even have stuff like dueling one of your classmates just to learn certain spells, which I like because, hey, it's something different than constantly fighting bots or constantly fighting armor suits. So it's something that helps you learn those mechanics while adding a new aspect to the storyline. But yeah, so once I completed that, started learning a new spell again, because there's a multitude of spells you can learn in order to become the best wizard you could possibly be. And you just meet great characters along the way, from Professor Weasley until all these other friends that you just make in playing the game, and I like it a lot. I think it's just very enjoyable so far. You have games to play as far as learning spells, so instead of dueling with each other, it'll teach you through a game, which, like I said, is another aspect to keep the game dynamic and keep the game fun, versus being stagnant in one way. Um, Now, starting off, there's a bunch of running that you have to do. There's no broom. There's no Pegasus or anything like that to fly on starting off. It's just running, lots of running. But of course, as you get further into the game, you get your checkpoints and you can actually teleport from checkpoint to checkpoint. The next thing on the created playlist that I actually enjoyed was creating my wand. Now, if anybody follows me on TikTok, you saw a funny joke that I had put on about wine creating, but seriousness on the wine creation, you have plenty of options. They give you options as far as how you're gonna, what type of material you're gonna use to make your wine, what color you're gonna use to make your wine. You can even change things like the size of the wine, um, the build of the wine point, and it's just it's the extra things, the extra steps that they went into building the game that's gonna let me know that this is gonna be a great game. And so far, that's what I've been seeing. Because, like I said, everything from playthrough to graphics to mechanics of the actual battle scenes and learning your spells, amazing. Now, there's always a couple things here and there that can be adjusted and be fixed, but as far as how the game's playing out just right now, I would give the game a 9 out of 10, and I'm definitely excited to continue playing. Uh, I'm only at, like I said, 2 hours in, and I'm only at 1% complete on the game. Now, I did move a little slower because I was streaming it, so me conversing with chat and stuff like that made me go a little slower, but it's definitely enough story in this to make it worth the amount of money that they want you to purchase the game. It's not one of those games where you buy it one day and you're done with it 2 days later. Like, you're actually gonna have to work for completion in this game, and you'll enjoy it the entire way.